Happiness, a state longed for by many, often presents itself as a distant destination, an idyllic place we aspire to reach. However, in our constant search for that ideal, we tend to forget that the essence of happiness does not reside in an uncertain future, but in the here and now. Happiness is not pursued, it is created, and it is in the small, everyday moments where we find the pieces that make up this beautiful puzzle. Imagine for a moment a peaceful morning. The sun begins to rise over the horizon, painting the sky with warm and gentle hues. The cool morning air caresses your face as you prepare for a new day. In the kitchen, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingles with that of a simple breakfast, filled with love. It is in those moments, in those little daily rituals, where true happiness resides. It is not the grand celebrations or extraordinary achievements that fill us with joy, but the small things we often take for granted. We can find happiness in the smile of a stranger that brightens our day, in the warm embrace of a loved one reminding us that we are not alone, or in the laughter shared with friends on an ordinary afternoon. These moments may seem insignificant, but it is these very instances that, when accumulated, build a rich and fulfilling life. The true magic lies in learning to pause, to appreciate the everyday, and to be mindful of what surrounds us. This simple act of appreciation can be the first step toward a more fulfilling and satisfying existence. Incorporating the practice of gratitude into our daily lives becomes a powerful tool for cultivating happiness. Reflecting on what we appreciate, the people around us, the opportunities that present themselves, and even the challenges we face, allows us to shift our perspective. When we take the time to acknowledge what we have, we begin to discover the beauty in life's simplest aspects. A sunset, the song of a bird, the sound of rain, or even the warmth of the sun on our skin can become sources of gratitude if we learn to look with intention. It is essential to remember that happiness does not solely depend on external circumstances. In a world where many things are beyond our control, it is crucial to recognize that the true source of happiness originates from within. As we learn to acknowledge our thoughts and emotions, we can find joy even in the most challenging moments. Life is full of ups and downs, moments of light and shadow, and it is in this roller coaster of experiences that we can find the opportunity to grow and learn. Thus, happiness becomes a journey that is lived minute by minute, rather than a destination to be reached. If you want to delve deeper into how to find happiness in everyday life, I invite you to explore the book How to Be a Happy Waiter by Sonny Montero. Through valuable lessons on gratitude, this book encourages us to fully enjoy every moment of our lives. It's not just about finding fulfillment at work, but about applying that mindset to all our interactions and experiences. Montero reminds us that every encounter, every task, and every small gesture can be an opportunity to create happiness. Life is filled with moments that, if we observe them closely, can become sources of joy. It may be the simple pleasure of reading a good book in the comfort of your home, or the satisfaction of preparing a delicious meal for your loved ones. Perhaps it's the moment when you listen to your favorite song and let yourself be carried away by the rhythm, or the instant you decide to take a walk in the park and enjoy nature. Each of these moments, though they may seem trivial, has the potential to fill our hearts with happiness if we learn to appreciate them. Moreover, it's important to remember that happiness is not a permanent state. It's not about always being at the peak of a mountain of joy, but rather accepting that life has its ups and downs. There will be days when we feel downcast, when sadness embraces us, and when things don't go as we hoped. However, even in those moments, we can find glimpses of happiness if we allow ourselves to feel, reflect, and learn from each experience. Sadness, frustration, and joy are all part of the same life, and each emotion has its place on our journey. The pursuit of happiness thus becomes an act of creation. It's not about waiting for something external to change in order to feel happy. Rather, it's about taking the reins of our own lives and deciding how we want to live each day. We can choose to surround ourselves with people who inspire us, create routines that nourish us, and seek activities that fill us with energy. Happiness is built with every decision we make, with each step we take toward a more conscious and fulfilling life. Ultimately, happiness is a personal journey. Each of us has our own definition of what it means to be happy, and that definition can change over time. What matters is that we learn to listen to our own needs, be kind to ourselves, and recognize that happiness is not a destination, but a series of moments created along the way. By valuing the small moments, practicing gratitude, and allowing ourselves to enjoy the journey that is life, we discover that happiness is in fact an art that is cultivated day by day. So, instead of pursuing it, let's learn to create it, live it, and share it with those around us.